Welcome to Homework Lib.
Hi, so for this question we have a couple of solutions. One of them is going to be a zero point 0.1 molar solution of NaH2PO4. From here, the amount that we're going to get of the corresponding anion is going to be equal to 1 equivalent. And we, at the same time, going to have a 250 milliliters solution of 0.1 molar Na2HPO4, which in turn it is going to contain a 0.1 molar concentration of HPO4 2 minus, and we are told that the pKa for this pair is going to be equal to 7. So for these solutions to be prepared in order to generate a buffer with pH equals 7, we know that the pH needs to be equal to the pKa. And where does that becomes true? That is true only when looking at the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. The condition that needs to be fulfilled is that the conjugate base, in this case the concentration of HPO4 2 minus, needs to be equal to the concentration of H2PO4 minus. So we know that both of those concentrations need to be equal for the pH to be kept. And how can that be possible? Well, if we have 200 milliliters of the first solution, the amount of mole that we're going to get, so from here, the amount of NaHPO4 2 minus, it is going to be 250 times 10 to the minus 3 liters times 0.1 molar. This quantity is simply 2.5 times 10 to the minus 2 mole. So we need to add the same amount of substance of H2PO4. And in order to add that, since the concentrations are the same, we need to add 250 milliliters of the other solution, PO4. Now let's verify what are going to be the concentrations when that happens. The amount of mole for both of the species are going to be equal, since the concentrations we have need to be the same. So the total concentration of HPO4 2 minus, it is going to be 2.5 times 10 to the minus 2 mole divided by the new volume, in this case 500 milliliters or 0.5 liters of solution. And this concentration at the same time, it's going to be equal to the concentration of H2PO4 2 minus. This corresponds to a concentration of 0.5 molar. Now, the other condition that the problem tells us is that we need to prepare the total phosphate concentration needs to represent 0.1 molar. So let's check up if that is true. Simply we need to add up the concentration of H2PO4 2 minus plus the concentration of HPO4. Sorry, here H2PO4 is just with 1 minus and HPO4 2 minus. Okay, just be careful with that. The concentrations are the same, so this is 0.05 plus 0.05. This is 0.1 molar. So everything matches up and we're done with the problem. Thus, the amount of milliliters of NaH2PO4 that we need to add are exactly 250 milliliters, as we found here. And that would be all for this problem. Thank you very much.